Ubiur ha'inyan, and explain the matter. Because it's written, Shuvi Shuvi Hashulamis, return, return, O peaceful one, Shuvi Shuvi v'nechzabach, return, return, and we will gaze at you. Ma techazu b'shulamis, ki mechulas ha'machanaim, what shall we gaze? At the shulamis, like the circling encampments. The pasuk zeh kayal zman hagalos, that this a verse refers to the exile. Look at the east, b'medrash b'makomo, and like it's brought in medrash on this verse, daled pamim ksiv kan shuvi shuvi, that it says return, return 4 times. Kneged daled malchuyos shisholtin b'Yisrael, corresponding with the 4 kingdoms that rule over Israel. The Israel nichnasin toch yedeim b'shalom, the Israel enters into their hands in peace. V'yotzin bin l'shalom chulu, and come out in peace. V'zeu sheperush Rashi shuvi shuvi, and this is why Rashi explains on return, return achrei hamakom baruch hu, from away from the omnipresent, may be blessed. Shuvi shuvi uboy leinu, return, return, and come to us. That return from where you're far from Hashem, and return and come. The Isa b'medrash omim lehem umos ha'olam le'Yisrael, that it's brought in medrash that the nations of the world say to Israel, Admur sayatem neharagim u'mesim al Elokechem, until what point will you be killed and die for your Elokah, kama da'asamris ki alecha haragnu kol hayom, like it's written, because for you we are killed the whole day. Bo yeleinu. So the nations say, Ma'achrei hamakom, come away from Hashem, shuvi shuvi ubo eleinu, and come to us. So this is the nation speaking to us and saying, come away from Hashem and come to us. Bo eleinu v'nase eschem duchsin v'ifrachin, come to us and we will make you important ministers and rulers. Moshivin Henli Israel, Umusa Olam, so Israel answers to the nations of the world, Ma techazu b'shulamis, kimechulasa machanaim, what will you gaze at the shulamis, like the circling of the encampments. Klum yesh bechem koach l'teis lanum osa ma'ila, that you don't have the ability to give to us the greatness Sinai that we got by the giving of the Torah at Mount Sinai, Machne Israel, Machne Malachi Asharis, that we had a camp of Israel and an encampment of the ministering angels. That's the Mechulasa Machanaim, the 2 Machanos. Tineknesis Israel Nekres Shulamis. Now, the souls of Israel are called the Shulamis. K'de'is b'medrash Shalom Chayolami Misalech B'kir Bamar. We call the one of peace, that the one of that Shalom, that the peace, Chayolamim, which is a name, it refers to the life of the worlds. Hashem, Mishalech B'kirbam, travels amongst us. And this is like it's written, that you should make for me a mikdash, a dwelling place, and I will dwell amongst you. B'socho lo ne'amar, doesn't say inside of it, ela b'socham, b'soch kol echad ve'echad, but rather inside of them, inside of each and every one of Israel. We call echad ve'echad misrael libo hu machon l'shivto yisparech, that in each and every one of Israel, their heart is a dwelling place for him to sit, may be blessed, for him to dwell. Val Shem zeh nekra Yisrael shulamis, and it's because of this that Israel is called the peaceful, the one of peace, that shalom is in us. V'od lefishem mashlimim nafshem al kedushas shmo yisbarach, and further that we complete our souls, that they complete their souls on the holiness of His name, may be blessed, that we give up our lives and complete it, so to speak, for the sake of Hashem's holy name. Limud haTorah v'kiyum mitzvos, and as well we complete our souls by giving up ourselves to fulfilling the Torah and mitzvos. Bereshis Parsha Gimel al pasuk de'u ki Havaya hu Elokeichem hu Elokim, and it says, know that Hashem is Elokim hu asanu v'lo anachnu, He made us and we are to Him. Amar Rabbi Acha v'lo anachnu mashlimim es nafsheinu. What does it mean that we are to Him? That to Him we complete our souls. It's from this lashon mashlimi. Shulamis. They call echad v'echad misrael hu muchan al mesirus nefesh b'pol mamash. That each and every one of Israel is ready to give up their lives in actuality for Hashem. B'medrash isamahu hashulamis, and in Medrash it says, what is the shulamis umma shekal tovos shebe'olam ein bos ela b'zchusa. It's a nation that all the goods that are in the world only come in its merit. That, like it says, that Elohim will give you from the dew of heaven and from the fat of the earth. Lecha, what does it mean? Lecha bizchusecha. Lecha bizchusecha. To you, meaning in your merit. So, and it's dependent upon you. So the peace in the world is dependent upon you. Shasasa shalom. Excuse me. Like it says, that Hashem will open for you His good storehouse in your merit, and it's dependent upon you. The nation that made peace between me and my world. That if they hadn't received my Torah, I would have returned the world to tohu and vohu. To Torah mitzvos em kiyum ha'olam. That the Torah and the mitzvos establish the world in its existence. Like it says, if you go in my statutes, and you keep my mitzvos and do them, when I'll give you your reins in its proper time, the blessing that anyone who is involved in Torah, their material possessions and sustenance are successful. And from, yes, you can hear the opposite, that if you're not if you're not involved in Torah, that the vessel for blessing is Torah in order to fulfill and keep the mitzvahs of Hashem. And that's why it says Hashem is going to give to you, but in this case we say it's in your merit. Hashem is going to give in your merit from the dew of heavens and so forth. The schus hu tohar. What does it mean? Bizchusecha. It's from lashon zakus and purity. Tohar v'kamoshikasav b'ma'isken na'aras orchu. Like it says, with what will the young man purify their path? And the Aramaic translation of this pasuk is, with what will he purify himself? Because you could translate it with in what merit, what will he become meritorious? So we say no. That what way can a person cleanse themselves? When it says in Yeshaya, in the first parak, wash yourself and cleanse yourself, in the same sentence. That hizaku is next to rachatzu. Lashon zachus ubehirus, from the language of clarity and brilliance. And this is what it says, that this is dependent upon you. And it brings a proof from this that it's written, Hashem will open for you His good storehouse. What does it mean? Lecha, the becha, hadavar taloi, that is dependent upon you. The psichas ha'otzar ha'elyon, that the opening of the supernal storehouse, shu otzar watov, which is His good storehouse, ha'ashpiarov tov leves Yisrael, to give much good to the house of Israel, taloi beha'adam atzmos, dependent upon the man himself, the pesach otzar watov, hu yiras shamayim, that the opening of the good storehouse is fear of heaven, yiras shamayim, that's the entrance. The yiras shamayim hu biyado shel adam, and fear of heaven is in the hands of man. K'maymer brachos taf lamed gimel lamed beis, hakol biyadei shamayim chutz miras shamayim, and like the statement that in brachos that everything is in the hands of heaven except for the fear of heaven, that's in our hands. Rashi says that everything that happens to man is in the hands of heaven. But whether you're righteous or wicked, that's not in the hands of heaven. That's not through the hands of heaven. This was given over from the Holy One, blessed be He, in the hands of man. And he is placed in front of him two paths, and he should choose in the fear of heaven. And it's the end of the quote from Rashi there in Brachos. And the pasuk describes clearly, look, I have placed before you today the life and the good, and the death and the bad. Rashi explains that one is dependent upon the other. That if you do good, you'll have life in front of you. And it's written, I have testified today, made witnesses today, the heavens and the earth. The life and the death I have placed in front of you, the blessing and the curse. And you should choose life in order so that you should live, you and your children. And the Ramban explains that he's coming to warn us again, to tell them that the two paths are in their hands, and in their ability to go however we want. There's no one stopping them, not from the lower realms and not from the upper realms. That is that the choice is free in the hand of man, to choose what he desires. And even though it's a free choice, once a person chooses life and good, he's then helped from above. The Reish Lakish, Shabbos Kufdal Ramad Aleph, that Reish Lakish says in Gemara Shabbos, what that it's written to the scoffers, he will scoff. That he will scoff on his own. Rashi, that he will not be helped and they will not stop him from doing it. According to Rashi's explanation, Vimla Navim, and the pasuk continues, and if to those humble ones, and what does it mean, humble? That they're drawn towards the good, a good attribute, as Rashi explains. So the anava ba'atzma in a maspekes, that just being humble isn't enough. That you have to be drawn towards a good attribute, meaning basically that you've chosen the good. And humility is the vessel for this. As then the pasuk continues and says you will be given grace. What does it mean? That means Yisayuhu mina shamayim. Rashi says that means that he will be helped from heaven. So la navi meeting chain is that the humble ones will be helped from heaven. Bala tameh, the Gemara continues, if a person comes to make themselves impure, Poschin lo, they're given the option, it's open for them. Balitaher misayim oso, and if they've come to purify themselves, they will be helped. Zeu bacharta b'chaim, and this is what it says, and you should choose life. Uperush Rashi, ani more lechem. And Rashi says, I'm showing you, bachru b'chelik hachaim, choose the portion of life. K'adam ha'omer libno, like a person says to his son, b'char lecha chelik yafe b'nachalaso, choose a good portion in his inheritance, u'ma'amidu al chelik hayafe, and places him on the good portion, v'omer lo, es zebrur lecha, and he tells him, this is what you should choose. And our great rabbi, the Alter Rebbe, explains, he said that it says you should choose life, it's a tova kamash malan, it's good advice. It's like somebody giving you advice, and that is their help to someone who's coming to purify. The intention is that these very letters that you should choose life that are written in Torah, they themselves are this help to man. So you shouldn't think that, what does it mean Hashem helps you? It's some other concept, some other idea. No, rather when and with these words themselves that the Torah says you should choose life, this is a help for man, that looks at and gazes at these letters, and finds dear the words of the Torah and the letters. And this is what it says, that it's dependent upon you, to awaken the attribute of fear of heaven, that with this you open the supernal storehouse, and the vessel to all of the supernal blessing is Torah, and that's why Torah scholars greaten the peace in the world. That through the involvement and study of Torah we make peace between the Holy One, blessed be He, and His world. That the establishment and continuation of the world is through Torah. So explain that in the time of exile, the main service of purification of the world is through Torah. And the Torah needs to be with fear of heaven specifically. Why? Because fear of heaven is the entranceway to His good storehouse, the great good to the house of Israel. And the fear of heaven is in the hands of man, because the free choice is given to man. It's to choose what they desire in the fear of heaven. So, but nonetheless, once you choose good, so you're helped from above. And somebody who comes to purify, he's helped from above. And our great rabbi, the Alter Rebbe, says that the letters in the Torah, that you should choose life, they themselves are the help to the one who gazes and cleaves to the holiness of the letters of Torah. So it's basically a concept of that we bring peace through Torah, but it has to be with the Bechira Chavshis that we've had to fear heaven, and that gives us a help in order to accomplish it. And it's then the Torah gives us a help as well by our love of the Torah and our cleaving to it.